Ladies and gentlemen, just want to give you guys a quick heads up and maybe do a little viewer participation event with the mailbag. What with Santa is bringing his big old sack into your home about this time of year, and so you're gonna see a mailbag one way or the other. And I'm not taking my pants off. Anyway, I want to know, what do you guys want to see in the future? We got our saw back together, ripping and roaring. Had the mighty gloves on, the cheapest you can cheap. Took apart our pump filtration system torture test. It's been running 24/7 since I put up the video where I put one together, showed you how it worked, and it was running before that video even. So 1 week, 2 weeks, however long ago that was, we just took her apart. We had some upgrades to make. The last piece of chintzy tubing was finally starting to give and buckle and cut our flow just a little bit. Man, the pump, she's still toasty and a little schmooey too there from all the sludge, powdered plastic and metal from the tumbler action. We're upgrading the filtration system. We got a better flow, better plumbing. I'll put it all up sooner or later. You may have caught a snap off my Instagram at just the other Dave. And one other thing I'm considering, debating, I already done a little bit of this cheating for preparation to see if it was going to work and if it's worth doing. But would you guys like to see more vintage tool, flea market rescue? So, of course, these are all the rage these days, what with the hairless Canadian haired apes. But yeah, wooden screwdriver, non-slip with the Schleim. This one came from your local flea market. Yes, your local flea market. It was basically free with a set. It may have come with my wrenches. This is the Electiclin version because it's got the rubber O-rings to protect you from the electricals. Every course, one of them had to have a different style of grip. This was a bit of the brush, and this was a little bit of this one was a nightmare. This one was soaked in plaster, so I almost had to recreate the handle with a file in the cleaning process. But live and learn, trying to figure out what works, how's the best way to do this, because I got a couple more to go. So you guys want to see a little bit more about these things? I mean, it's a screwdriver, it's wood, but it's way cheaper than the one you can buy online from J.A. Pan. So yeah, no tappy tap tapper, but when you buy them pre-cracked, you can afford to whack them a few times. So yeah, just an update, just to see what you guys are into. Leave a angry comment. Tell me you don't want to see my mailbag. Tell me what kind of tools. What do you want to see? So. Do we want to see? This is a pretty solid. I was right impressed by this Chinese piece of crap. Random orbit sander. So it vibrates, but it also spins. Hiding the label because I may take her apart if people are interested. Of course, I did some torture testing to this guy. I put him in a cast iron tray filled with oil and silicone carbide. And plugged her in and walked away for about a couple hours, give or take a couple hours. A long time. Yeah, I totally mirror finished a piece of cast iron. Then I dicked it over with the grinder and put a hole right in it and tried to weld it up and made it worse. So yeah, future project, minor setback. But if you want to see how this guy operates, what's it put together with, how cheap and cheesy in it for something you can pick up for probably $30 at your Amazonian river there in Brazil, let me know. The bag and attachment's gone on account of flinging hot oil with silicone carbide in it. The rest of it's really not that worse for wear. It's just not as pretty as she was. Not a virgin no more. Some of us have that problem. And this guy, you've seen him, he works. I did a little off-screen camera test where I fired him up, held the trigger down, put the ear pluggers in, and let her rip and rip and rip and rip and rip and rip and rip, just to see, does the seals blow out? Did I screw anything up? And actually, man, so I wish I could find the plastic shield that attached here, it's around the house or the garage or the kitchen or in the trash somewhere. But this gearbox gets right hot. So I think I forecast this in my original teardown. But that plastic shield, your hand goes here. You don't want to touch this after a minute or two. You know, if you were running this thing all day, every day on the job, you would be losing fingers touching this gearbox. I did have a little bit of seepage at some of the seals, but, you know, first time tight, second time all right. I cleaned it up and it seems to have stopped. So, all right. Well, that's all for today. Until 5 minutes from now when I record tomorrow.